Hello and welcome back to MTDCNC, India. Yes, we're still in India, and guess what? We're at Aaran 1 Engineering here in Hyderabad, and we're going to talk about customer relationships with my buddy Sam and how important they are to Aaran 1 Engineering and how important it is that they communicate regularly and make sure that you're taken care of. So Sam, let's talk more about customer relationships and how important that is to you and your team.
Well, it's the first and foremost of the business, you know. We have a lot of overseas business as well as domestic. And making sure we have that communication is hugely important. And the way we do this, we work different to a lot of companies here. It's really myself and Gavin will be at the forefront. You know, we're available to all the customers on WhatsApp, email, and we reply instantly, you know. Whether it's something good or they're chasing us for something, you know, they'll instantly, even if it's from the US or the UK, we have meetings in the evening, meetings at night time. They'll get an email response from myself and Gavin. They'll instantly get two responses. We have to be at the forefront of that customer communication and drive it forward. And we don't leave it with the lower level team. We take responsibility ourselves for this.
Well, you mentioned that you work in a lot of different countries, based here in India, but in a lot of countries, which means obviously you're playing in time zones. And you are incredibly effective with getting back to people. I can have a first-hand situation where I'll message Gavin regularly, and I don't even know what time of the day it is, but yet somehow he gets back to me right away. And I know you're the same way. Are there any complications when it comes to that, or you just find that it's so important to communicate based on everywhere that you work, that you go out of your way to make sure that they're supported?
No, it's vitally important. You know, we've done on a number of occasions where we've had project work in the UK, and within 4 days, we've been back to the UK to sit with the customer. You know, we're an overseas supplier, but we work as a local supplier to them. We'll make, you know, we're happy to go back to UK, it's our homeland, and we get to see our families at the same time. But it's important we go and see our customers, and even if it's just a 10-minute cup of tea with the customers and sit down and say, is there any issues you find it? Is the shipments okay? You know, let's talk about quality, ensure that you're okay with quality. You know, we'll take that extra effort to go and make sure that our overseas customers are like our local customers as well. And you know, that's important, you know, and that's how the business has grown. You know, you can see yourself from where the business has been from in 5 years where we got to, and it's having that local, like having a local supplier, but overseas.
It's pretty incredible, and I know you guys do go above and beyond. Do you find that taking this extra step to take care of your customers, a lot of them appreciate that, whether you're taking the trips or doing it locally? Either way, just that communication is important to them as well?
There's no doubt about that. I think it's one of the forefront of the business, and what makes us different. What makes us different, without doubt. The customers appreciate it. They'll come and tell us. You can tell with the email replies. You know, they instantly get something back from us, and that's why they come back to us. I believe that's one of the main reasons.
Sam, I couldn't agree more. I think communication is so important. The guys and gals out there watching right now, we all know how important communication is. Just sometimes we'll get overwhelmed in other parts of our lives, but let's continue to communicate with one another, just like Aaran 1 Engineering is doing here in India, going that extra step to make sure that we're communicating and taking care of the business as it's supposed to be done. So Sam, thank you so much for sharing this story. I know how important it is, and I know the audience is going to receive this information, give you guys a call, maybe even test you out once or twice.
They may do, yeah. Well,
you may not want to give your WhatsApp number right yet.
Yeah, any trips back to UK, I'm more than happy to take. So, yeah, brilliant.